The Haunted Playlist. It appeared at exactly midnight. Cypher stared at his phone, watching the new app pulse with a sickly, neon green glow. It wasn't something he had downloaded. The title was simple and chilling, The Final Set. Underneath it, a single playlist was already playing on mute. The first track was titled Fracture in G Minor. Cypher unmuted the volume. A sharp, high-pitched violin note filled the room, rising in intensity until it became a physical pressure against his eardrums. He reached for the skip button, but his finger passed right through the screen as if it were made of water. Suddenly, the large mirror on his closet door didn't just crack, it exploded. Shards of silvered glass flew across the room like shrapnel. Cypher dove for the floor, covering his head. The music stopped instantly, replaced by a low, digital hiss that sounded like a voice whispering his name. The next morning, Cypher found Tempo behind the bleachers. She was the only one who believed in the weird stuff. He showed her the phone. "I tried to delete it," he whispered, his hands shaking. "I tried to factory reset. It just stays." Tempo took the phone, her brow furrowed as she looked at the next song title, The Weight of Iron. As Tempo touched the screen, the song began. It was a heavy, industrial beat that sounded like a hammer hitting an anvil. They tried to swipe to the next track, desperate to stop the rhythm, but the screen flashed a red error message, cancellation denied. The beat grew louder, vibrating through the metal bleachers beneath their feet. "Look out!" Cypher screamed. Above them, the heavy steel support beam of the bleachers groaned and snapped. Tempo scrambled backward, the phone slipping from her grip and landing face up in the dirt. The iron beam slammed into the ground, exactly where she had been standing a second before. Cypher snatched the phone from the dirt. The song had changed again. This one was called The Breath Behind You. It wasn't music, it was the sound of ragged, wet gasping. He hit the skip button over and over, his thumb bruising from the force, but the progress bar simply looped back to the beginning. He ran until he found Tempo in the library, hidden between the tall, dusty stacks. "It won't stop," he gasped. "The events happen whether we listen or not. Skipping just makes the next one come faster." Tempo grabbed his arm, pointing at the screen. The current song was fading out, and a new one was loading, The Lock-In. A heavy thud echoed through the library. One by one, the electronic locks on the doors clicked shut. The lights flickered and died, leaving them in total darkness, save for the phone's screen. Tempo tried to pull at the exit handle, but it wouldn't budge. "We're trapped," she whispered. "The playlist, it's setting the stage." Cypher looked down at the phone one last time. The final song title appeared, written in a font that looked like dripping ink, The Last Listen. There were no more songs after it. As the first note played, a low, mournful tolling of a bell, the screen didn't show a play bar anymore. It showed a live video of Cypher looking into the screen as a shadow rose up behind him.